Did Denzel Washington just share something about his longtime friend Jay-Z? Could this decades-long friendship be facing challenges because of surprising truths or hidden stories Jay-Z might have wanted to keep private? Whether it's a playful argument at a Lakers game or a lighthearted warning about leaving Diddy's parties too soon, Denzel has always had a way of cutting through the noise and keeping it real. Now that there are some troubling rumors involving Jay-Z, could Denzel actually be the one to call him out? How did things end up here? And why are people saying Denzel might be the one to hold Jay-Z accountable? Denzel Washington and Jay-Z have a connection that not everyone knows about, a mix of respect, talent, and even a bit of humor. Remember when Denzel nailed that Jay-Z impression on the Queen Latifah show? It wasn't teasing, it was all in admiration. And the best part? That admiration goes both ways. There was this time Jay-Z stepped in to calm Denzel down during a heated moment at a Lakers game. It was a cool moment. Two legends from their worlds showing mutual respect. But things seem different now. Denzel's always been about staying true to his values and speaking his mind, while Jay-Z's name is caught up in some recent claims that Denzel just can't look past. So, how does someone like Denzel, who once confronted Diddy over some questionable behavior, handle it when a friend faces similar controversies? Well, he doesn't mince words. Denzel's reaction to these situations says a lot. Even before the recent allegations against Jay-Z, he was already speaking out about the issues and negativity in the entertainment world. Actually, there was this one time he walked out of one of Diddy's parties, yelling as he left. He said the vibe felt so off that he had to go before things got worse. Crazy, right? So, Sean Diddy Combs has always been known for throwing some of the most over-the-top parties in Hollywood. His events in places like the Hamptons, Louisiana, and Miami Beach are pretty much legendary, full of energy, and packed with big names from the entertainment world. But apparently, even by Hollywood standards, these parties can get a little wild. Denzel Washington and his wife, Pauletta, got a taste of that themselves when they attended one of Diddy's famous gatherings back in the day. From what insiders say, the night started out all glitz and fun, but as it went on, things apparently took a turn. Denzel, who's known for sticking to his values and openly sharing his faith, wasn't having it. By the early morning, he'd had enough. Sources say he called Diddy out, saying something like, "You don't respect anyone," before leaving the party with Pauletta. It's not exactly clear what set him off, but it seems like he saw something that didn't sit right with him. Denzel Washington has always been someone who sticks to his values, and this story is a great example of that. Back in the day, he went to a party thrown by Diddy. These parties usually started off pretty chill, but as the night went on, the vibe could get a little too wild for some people's taste. Denzel, being the grounded guy he is, seemed to know exactly when it was time to head out. Once things started getting a bit too lively and the energy shifted, he decided to leave. It's clear he preferred to stick to environments that felt more in line with his principles, and honestly, you've got to respect that. Over the years, a lot of celebrities have mentioned that Diddy's parties can get a little intense if you stay too long, and now those comments feel pretty relevant. With Jay-Z's name now tied to some serious accusations in a civil lawsuit, people are wondering, did Denzel see this coming? Maybe that's why he's said to be keeping his distance. And to top it off, there's apparently an audio recording that attorney Tony Busby leaked, which has everyone talking. A video's come out showing what looks like investigators working for Jay-Z's team trying to sway witnesses. It seems like they're trying to go after a lawyer named Busby and his firm. Busby didn't waste any time. He hopped online to share his side of the story. He says these investigators reached out to some of his clients, both current and former. What they didn't see coming. One of those clients actually recorded the call. In the recording, you can hear an investigator talking about offering money, like $1,000 up front, to take actions that could hurt Busby's firm. Busby's calling this whole situation not just shady, but illegal. He says it's a serious issue and is already taking steps to handle it. The recent rumors about Jay-Z have definitely shaken things up, even among his closest friends. From the talk about witness tampering to stories about past behavior surfacing, this isn't just a PR mess. It's a tough situation all around. And for someone like Denzel, who's always stood for doing the right thing, this has to be pretty disappointing. He's never been shy about speaking up when it comes to accountability in Hollywood. Denzel Washington recently opened up about how his faith has shaped his life, even in a place like Hollywood. In a piece for Esquire, he shared how visiting the Pentecostal West Angeles Church in Los Angeles back in the day had a huge impact on him. The visit was actually suggested by Robert Townsend, and Denzel said it was one of the most meaningful moments in his life. It really strengthened his connection to his faith. Over the years, that connection has only grown deeper. Denzel said he feels it's important to share his beliefs, even though talking about religion isn't something that happens much in his industry. For him, everything he's achieved comes from a higher power, and he wants people to know that. He also shared that he doesn't have a lot of close friends in the acting world, apart from long-standing family friends like Samuel L. Jackson. And when people talk about Hollywood as if it's one big community, Denzel said that's not really the case. To him, Hollywood is just a location, not a collective, where everyone shares the same beliefs. He said he's not sure how many people in the industry share his faith because it's not something people openly discuss. While promoting his upcoming movie, Denzel reflected on how staying grounded in his beliefs has brought him a sense of freedom, even if it's not the norm in his line of work. But he stays confident and true to himself, living in a way that reflects what's most important to him. Denzel Washington isn't just a great actor, he's someone who leads by example in an industry that can sometimes feel a little all over the place. He's known for staying grounded, putting family first, and being true to his beliefs. He's talked about the importance of being a good dad, focusing on what really matters, and using his platform to inspire people in a positive way. In an interview about his movie Roman J. Israel, ESQ, Denzel shared some thoughts about the values that keep him grounded. He talked about how his beliefs shape not just his work, but also how he approaches life every day. For him, faith isn't just about what you believe. It's about what you do with it. He also mentioned how everyone has their own special talents, and how it's up to us to use those gifts to make a positive impact. Denzel didn't think of activism as just joining protests or holding signs. He remembered this powerful moment when a woman told him he was going to have a big impact on the world. She didn't picture him speaking from a pulpit, but sharing messages of hope and truth through his work as an actor. That moment really shifted his perspective, showing him that his career could be a way to inspire and uplift others. Denzel once had a chat with his pastor about finding his purpose, and it completely shifted his perspective. He realized he didn't need to become a preacher to make an impact. He could inspire people through his work as an actor. By sharing meaningful stories in his films and thoughtful insights in interviews, he hopes to encourage others to see things differently and spark positive change in the world. What do you think about it? Share your thoughts below, and be sure to check out the next video.